Hey guys, and welcome to another tutorial. Now, this is how far I've gone to get the little full body and everything. And you see, I got some form of a shadow, but some of it's kind of a little bit messed up. It's because it just flat out needs a shader that will do what it needs, but the concept is there. I might go and write a shader, but I always hate those things. But here you go. You just basically take like your body like this, and um, now I put it onto the root of it, but you could possibly have it any other way. I mean, it all depends on your player's um, movement setup that you have. Let's get rid of these stupid little gizmos. Okay, there we go. It all depends on your player's setup. If you have root motion, this becomes a problem because you have to have your player body as your main transform, the highest point of your transform. Because if you're not and you have it on a different layer, like a child, then you'll see your child will move around, but your body won't. And that's just ridiculous. So that's one reason why you see I've got this guy here, and then our actual FPS controller is a child, is because I'm telling the script to go and use the root transform for all this. And I just made a parameter for the animator, like so. Just throw in the animator. And this is the animator. It's not very complex or anything, and I wish I could zoom out all that good stuff. Well, I can get it out some more. But here's what it is. Now it's just pretty much a 2D freeform direction, and you just put all your motions in and you figure out all these little numbers. Now, this takes a good while, and I really hate them because this dot represents how much it needs to be to go forward, side. It's just pretty much everything. Okay. So, and then you just do your speeds. If you have motions that are just not the same speed, you have to adjust these to go faster or slower or whatever you need them to be based on what the motion actually is. Now, some of these animations I bought, some of them are just free. What's this shift right? What? Huh. Well, that's stupid. I don't get that. But anyway, you just basically set up your complete locomotion here. Now, whatever these values are right here is what your character is going to do. So, you just basically take this tree right here and you just form up your entire locomotion. It takes a while. So, basically here's your horizontal, like left and right, or up and down, or however you set it up for it. So when you go to script this in your player controller setup, you're going to have this in an update. There's no doubt in my mind you're going to have it in an update. So basically I just added a method called update animations. Find reference. 75 void. There we go. and I went void updates, and I just put in 2 floats. Now this might not seem like, if you haven't done a lot of animations, then this might not sound. When you do a set float, it needs a string to the animator, okay? And then I just basically put the input system that we have, the base dot horizontal and base dot vertical. I just put those as the parameter to feed into it. Now, you probably won't do this if you're doing something else, but this will get you going to do a tree, okay? But the problem is, it doesn't care about running or anything like that, so you're going to have to do some gymnastics to cut it down, to do the running, to the speed. I mean, you could possibly put it down as speed and then use your speed. But, it all depends on how your controller is set up. This controller isn't going to stick around anyway because it's just, I have more problems with it than I care to admit. Now, this other parameter is the dampening time, okay? Now, the dampening time is the transition from one to the next. If it isn't perfect, it'll like kind of do the jerking motion. I don't have a good example of it, but what it'll do, it'll poorly blend between one or the other. Like from your walking to running, you'll just see a jerk and he'll just start running. This dampening time will help you with that. I don't have any because I really don't care what it looks like at the moment. And then you got time.delta time. The time in seconds it takes to complete the last frame. This will make it frame dependent. Okay, it will not run as fast as it possibly. If you don't have this in the damp time, the animation will run as fast as it possibly can. It doesn't matter anything. He'll go walk to run like that. It'd be like instant. This might be something that you want. I don't know, but I don't particularly see how you could be useful for you. But this is how you could do it with a float variable. Like I said before, you could use anything. You don't have to use motion in here. You can use your gun animations all in one single float and then feed it to the animator. It doesn't matter. This could be your firing state. This can be your reload down here. Point 1. Here it could be like walking. I mean, you could do it. And they'll blend pretty nicely. You just have to know about it. So, and here's the thing. Here's horizontal. Here's vertical. Here's forward. And he's just running. Now, I don't know if you can see it on YouTube, but you can still see his hand and things. The reason why I didn't just delete him is because the shadow. Nobody wants to see a shadow that doesn't have any hands. Now, he isn't casting a shadow on his arms and stuff, is because I didn't create a shader for it. He needs a shadow casting shader. Okay? Now, there's quite a few of them on the forums. You could probably see one, or it wouldn't. It may not even be that hard to make, but I just haven't done it because it's not very useful to me right now. So that's pretty much it. And here's your. But yeah, let me know if this lightens up, and I may continue this. I don't know, but the controller's got to be redone in order for this to be really useful. But like, hit, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video and things.